Welcome everyone. I'm Mark, this is the Average Meat Channel, and today during my walk, as long as it doesn't get too windy, we're going to have a little talk about golf carts. I didn't get my camera on them fast enough, but they really came zipping by me. Those carts drive me crazy. I find them very annoying. You know, I guess when you're a kid, you like mini bikes and go-karts, and I suppose that the golf cart is the old person equivalent of that. The problem is, a lot of them have absolutely no respect for people. When they want to drive them in the street, they drive them in the street. When they want to drive them on the sidewalk, they drive them on the sidewalk. They strap kids in. Usually they don't strap the kids in, they have them on the back. I'm waiting for one to fall out. I'm sure it's happened, I've just never seen it. Clearly they're street legal. This one has a Florida license plate. But just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's safe, and doesn't mean they're being respectful. But boy, what a beautiful day today. I wonder why this little area is cordoned off. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing, keeping people from coming up out of the water? I don't get it. And when it's the season, in season, I notice more and more of them. Obviously, more people down here, more golf carts, but I tend to believe that the snowbirds have more golf carts than people like me who live here year round, because it's kind of at least they look at it, it's my theory here, they look at it as a fun recreational toy. And you know toys, you generally don't play with toys in a very cautious way. So when they're on the street, they can't go as fast as cars. They're always blocking traffic. Now I say always, it doesn't mean every single time I go out. But typically, if I come up onto a golf cart and it's in the roadway, it's going slower than I would like to go because I'm in a car and they're in a golf cart. And of course, as the name implies, it's supposed to be used when you're going golfing, right? People that want to get a little exercise by going out and golfing. So they swing a club, then hop in a golf cart and sit back and drink beer for 50 yards, 100 yards. And then they get out and swing a golf club and then get back in the cart. That's their exercise. And you might think if it's a licensed vehicle, you'd have to be a licensed driver in order to operate it. Nope. Maybe they're supposed to, but I see kids on these, teenagers and sometimes younger, 10, 11, 12, buzzing up and down the sidewalks and these things. I think Grandpa and Grandma invite them to their winter home in Florida and just let the kids go wild. Am I sounding like an old curmudgeon? And of course, they're not quiet and peaceful and serene. I know what you're thinking, well, they're electric, they're nice and quiet. Yeah, right up until they put these big stereo systems on, and this guy across the street from me, you've heard me complain about him. He will blast that thing and drive around with profanity-laced lyrics in the music. It's terrible. The last few times I came this way, I saw an alligator right over there, and I'm wondering if it's a nest. So I came this way intentionally to see if I might see that alligator again. By the way, that's a shore where I saw both the alligator and the iguana. I don't know, maybe golf carts belong on the golf course. And around here, since this is a tourist destination, there's a lot of rentals, and you'll see these golf carts that say rent me on the side. And usually they're pretty good size. They have a front seat and a back seat, and then a seat way in back facing the opposite direction. Kind of like way back in the 60s when they used to have the station wagons, where the kids could face backwards. that was deemed to be unsafe. But when there's absolutely nothing around you, no barrier, then I guess it's okay. Right down there, see that big pile of reeds and grass that's bent over? That's where I see the gator. And it doesn't look like she's there right now. Could be out swimming around. I think if that gator would have been here today, it would have confirmed my theory. And some of these golf carts are not cheap. They have custom paint jobs and, fancy wheels. They are some fancy vehicles. A lot of money just to be a nuisance. My walk's not over, but I haven't seen a single alligator today. Oftentimes on cooler days like this, you'll see the gators on the shoreline warming themselves in the sun. I don't see any right now. A lot of birds swimming around though. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I can swim underwater. He'll pop up in just a minute. Maybe. There he is. He fooled me. He came closer to me. He swam quite a distance. Boy, it's quiet around here. Once I got away from the water, the breeze calmed down and it's very, very quiet. And right across the street here is where I would see the bears. And you can see there's nothing else but hundreds of miles of Everglades. And check out these two rascals. Not much here. I can hear an airplane overhead. I don't see him yet. Anyway, back to my golf cart rant. I think they have to make up their mind, licensed or unlicensed, on the streets or on the sidewalks. Adults drive them, anybody drives them. Maybe keep them on the golf course? I don't know. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. And if you're doing that, you might as well like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm Mark. This is the Average Me Channel.